Hi guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the video number 507. I'm back again. My name is Ajay Parmar. If you are watching this video for the first time, or if you just subscribed to the channel recently, then I just want to tell you that you are on the right platform, you are on the right channel, because here we have amazing videos being discussed every day on Excel, Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA. Now in this video today 507, I'm going to talk about how to actually transfer the data from the different Excel sheets and paste that data one by one in the MS Word document and save them and close them. Right, so this is all about the how to connect the Excel with the MS Word using the Excel VBA, guys. youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar is my channel name, and you can go and check all the highly advanced videos, intermediate level videos and the basic level videos. You just need to follow this sequence, right? A lot of you request me how to go about this, the series. If they are looking forward to, let's say, Excel VBA or Excel, the videos, then how to basically start that. So guys, this is the series in front of you. You can go and watch this, the playlist in the sequence. This is for the Excel VBA, this is for the Excel, this is for the Access front end, and this is for the Access VBA. Now let us come back to the original topic, and let us today talk about this particular thing which I'm here to discuss about, which is to transfer the data from all these sheets one by one. Right, now I have created 3 sheets for you, and we want that every data from every sheet goes to the MS Word document and get that, the data gets saved there. So we will like to create as many documents, MS Word documents, as we have the number of the sheets. Right, so let us talk about this. And also one thing I want to tell you, I have already uploaded 2 videos, video number 505, 506. You must watch those previous 2 videos because everything is in a proper sequence. Now if you already have a very good understanding about the Excel VBA, you know how to connect the Excel with the other applications, well, you can definitely go and watch this video. Otherwise also, guys, you can watch, stick to this and see the amazing power of Excel VBA. But just in case, I was just telling you that it would be good if you watch everything from the sequence, because 505 video, the number 505, there I talked about only the basic part. So gradually we are moving towards the higher side of this, just like we did in the Excel VBA, connecting PowerPoint and connecting MS Access and the connecting Outlook, if you are following the channel. Right, so you must be knowing we have created so many playlists. So let us talk about this now. So we will go to the Visual Basic, and this is where we will create the new module here. And in the new module here, now well, I will definitely brief you about this particular portion as well. I will not consider that you would have watched the previous 2 videos. I'll still talk about a little bit about, I'll give you the background what we are supposed to do. Now guys, since we are going to talk about the MS Word, so you have to first of all tell your Excel that you're going to communicate with the Word. So what you need to do, quickly go to the tool and the reference and make sure you should have this Microsoft 16.0 activated. It should be check marked, right? As you can see here, I have already activated it, so that's why it shows here. If you don't have it, just go and press M, and they are all alphabetically sorted. Find out what is your Microsoft Word version, right? Where is it? Right, 16, because I'm using the Office 2016. Make sure you do this. Now the first step which we are going to do is we are going to open the MS Word. Right, so I just simply go here and first of all write that paste multiple ranges. Right, now we have seen that in the previous video that these are the 2 lines we are going to write, which are going to create this WD as a Word application object. Right, so this is how you write. Right, now once this WD is going to be created, the next thing which I want to do is I want to make that document added. And before I do that, I want to make sure that my WD, that object should be visible. So you write here true, and once it is visible, you can also activate it. Now what is WD? WD is now an object which is going to be, which is going to behave like a Word, MS Word. right, because of these two lines, guys, right? So I'm again repeating, you can go and watch the video number 505 just in case if you don't have any idea what I'm saying right now. Okay, so now this after the word gets activated, what we would like to do, we would like to simply go and add the document, right? So for that we just go and create a document, another variable which is going to be declared like this. So we are going to use the document class, right? And then you write how to add the document, guys. Blank, that page, the white page which comes in the MS Word whenever you open it. So we're going to say that it is because it is a part of MS Word. So in the MS Word we simply say that documents add. Now this is what we have to, this is what is going to happen if you just run it. Let me just quickly show you. So the Word application is going to be created. It's taking a little time. Now you see that it's activated. You can see on my this taskbar the MS Word is there, but I want to activate it. So this is the line wd.activate. It has activated it, and now you see that this entire page is blank right now. So when you run this line, a document will be added. So as you can see, the MS Word is activated. Now this is where we need to paste the data, right? In my previous video what I did is I simply pasted the one range, but in this case we are going to paste all the sheets, all the data from all the sheets, So this is the difference between previous video and this video. Now what you're going to do, guys, here is I simply run the loop here. So we are going to run the collection loop. Now if you do not have any idea about the collection loop, please go and watch Excel VBA collection loops playlist. You'll find there I think around 10 plus videos, amazing 10 plus videos starting from the basic. Collection loop is nothing, it's just that a way to access all the objects one by one which are a part of same family. For example, you can see that for each worksheet in worksheets, so what will happen every time the loop will loop through all the sheets one by one, right? So you don't have to define there that you got to go in the sheet 1, you got to go in the sheet 2, because I have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 as sheets name. You may have a different name. So we are really not bothered about the sheet name. So collection loop here we are going to use. Now to use the collection loop, basically this is how we write. So we have to create a variable object which I'm creating as WS, and dim WS is worksheet, refers to the worksheet, and then you just write here for each worksheet in worksheets, right? This is how we write. Next worksheet. Now this loop is going to make sure that the loop starts from the first sheet and it keeps on moving until it reaches the last worksheet. But remember, you will get the error if you run this loop on any of the worksheet which is hidden. So guys, make sure every sheet should be unhidden, because for the hidden sheet we cannot go and select that, right? So here we're going to write that please select the sheet, and once this sheet is selected, I would like to go in that sheet and I would like to paste that data, the range, so we will have to define the range also. So I'll just write here my range as range, right? And then what is the next thing you want to do? Well, the next thing which I want to do here is that what I'm going to do is right now in my this if you look at this data, my range starts from A1 and ends at F12, and the same thing is here. It starts with A1 and ends at the F12, and again here it starts with A1 and stops at the F12. Same range, but I know generally it is not going to happen because you may have a different ranges. That is why proactively I'm giving you a solution. What you need to do is, let's say I have these 3 sheets. So guys, please do one thing. Just select that range which you want to get there in the MS Word. So I select this, then go here and select that. You select this, then go there and select that. So let's say I just selected this range. I haven't selected the F column. Remember that point. Now go to the sheet 2. You see the range is there. Go to the sheet 1. You see the range is selected, right? And if you click on the sheet 3, this is also selected. Now this is something you have to do every time if you want the sheets to be selected, the range, that the selected range to be a part of your that copy and paste when it is going to paste the things in the MS Word, right? So this is a important step. Now what you do is here when you select this worksheet, what you do is you simply write here that your range is going to be your selection. So what happens when this catches the the worksheet, it actually makes that range selected for you. right? And then the next step would be, obviously we're going to actually copy the range. This is how we copy the range. Now once you copy the range, you would like to paste that where? Obviously we want to paste that in the document, right? So what is your document? MS Word document. It's wd underscore doc. You can see here, this is the document, right? So here we are simply going to say that range dot paste special, or paste whatever you want to use. That's all up to you, right? Let's say I want to say that I just simply want to paste it, right? You can use the paste special as well. That's a good thing, because if you have some formulas in the Excel, to avoid that formulas getting pasted there and creating some, you know, unexpected things for you, just use the paste special and then the paste value. But I just use the paste here just to you know, demonstrate this how we're going to do that. So once the data is pasted, once the data gets pasted in the MS Word, it happens that the data is not properly structured. So for that, what we can do is we can, you know, go and define one more you know, the object which is a part of MS Word document, which is the table. So you write here wd.table as word.table, right? And now what we are going to do is we are going to say that this wd table, it is always going to be equals to 1. It is going to be equals to your document which you have added, right, which is your doc. And then here this is what you write, right? So you're going to write here tables and then 1, right? This is what we are going to do. We are going to set up this wd. Well, I can also do one thing. I can, you know, define that set word here also. That makes much more sense also, because here once the data, you know, you have the data pasted in the document, then the real part comes to give the alignment to the table, right? Well, I will stop here. I will not further go and write the program. First of all, let us see that how it is going to work. So I just go and close this document and I will run this program first of all for you. Okay, so let's just go and run this entire loop. Okay, and let me just give some backspace here and make sure that I should remove the backspace also, unwanted backspace. All right, now let us go and run this. There we go. So the first thing is that the Word application is going to be created. This we saw in the previous video also. Now we're going to make that Word visible. You can see in my taskbar it is there. This Word document is there. Let's activate the document. Let's add that blank document, guys, right? So document basically is a part of MS Word, right? That is why, you know, sometimes we also refer the MS Word as document. Now this is the loop we are going to run for each worksheet in worksheets. Now this is going to select my first sheet, right? Well, you don't necessarily have to go to the Excel, but just to explain you how the things are going to work, let me just click on that, right? And let's say I'm on the sheet 3, guys. Okay, now I run this. You see what is going to happen? It immediately selected the sheet 1. This is the benefit of the for each worksheet loop, because you don't have to really worry about the, you know, from where to start. Automatically it starts with the very first sheet. Doesn't matter which sheet you have selected, and because we are mentioning the name nowhere, so it is not going to create any problem for you. Whatever name you have, that's fine, we are not using it. Now here the important line is that the range is going to be captured, and that now this range should be copied. Let's see that. Now I run this and you can see that the range is copied. Fantastic, guys, right? Because it is your selection, it must copy. Now I just go and, you know, to show you how it is going to paste that data here in your document. I have activated this and now I run this. Let us see. You see that data is pasted, right? Now the data is pasted, and at the same time you see that once the data is pasted, though I was using the F8, but sometimes it happens when you connect the Excel with the other applications, the, you know, after you paste the data, this line actually ran. I should have put the break code there, but you know what happens basically if you just I put the break code here and I rerun this line. So let's go and run this line again. Look at this, what is going to happen. I'm just running the code again for you. A new document will be there, and there is a problem in this document which I talked in my last video also, that the, you know, the data which is pasted, it is not aligned properly. Now in this, when you paste the data in the MS Word, you know, in that Word document, guys, this is considered as a table. So that is why we are using the table here, that I'm referring to the table 1, because we have this table 1 here. So what is going to happen when you run this line? You see, I'm going to press F8. You see this now table, if I refer this to as table, what I can do, I can say that select that table. So you can see that select, right? And after it selects the this table, what I can do, I can go and use its one of the method which is called the auto fit behavior. I talked about this in my previous video also. So we're just going to make sure that it should actually auto fit window, right? Now let me rerun these two lines again. You see what is going to happen when I press F8. You see that the table is selected, right? You can see this plus sign is coming and it is going to auto fit the window, and there we go. You can see that the window is auto fit. Now guys, once this is auto fit, what is the next thing? Now this is a new learning for you. Now this document should get closed with some name. So we would like to say that what is my document? Document is wt_doc. So first of all, I want to close this, okay? And before I do that, I want to save this, save as. Where I want to save it, well, you can give any of your path. I give it as a D drive. In the D drive, what I'm supposed to do now, well, you have a choice, guys. I mean, you can use the sheet name also in the document, that from which sheet is coming, or maybe you can do something else. Now I really don't know what you want to do here, right? But I will prefer naming them as 1 document, 2 document, 3 document, or 4 document, right? Or maybe you can name it as today date as well, right? So if I have to give this a name called something, let's say I write here 1.doc, and if I just go and save this, now what is going to happen, this is going to save the document as 1.doc. But remember, we have other sheets as well, so that is what there, this is going to create a problem. So what we can do, let me reset the code and let's create this a variable. So I just write here var as my variable, and I join this with the extension called docx, which is the extension of my document. And this var is now we are going to make sure that this var, every time it runs, it should be different. So we can say that var equals to var plus 1, right? And you can declare that var somewhere here. Maybe here we can declare that var as, let's say, long, okay? And to begin with, var should hold the value called 1, right? So this is going to save it as 1.doc, 2.doc, and so on. Just in case if you're not interested in going like this, then what you can do is you can remove this var equals to 1 from here, and you can declare this as a string. And then what you do, when you select the worksheet, why don't you just go and say that, capture that sheet name. So you can say that var is going to hold a value of my active sheet, which is ws.name. So you can write in this way as well, right? So if you have any, like this workbook which has a sheet, let's say A, and this is going to be, let's say, maybe B, and this is going to be C, for example. Now when I run this program, let me close all these documents quickly, so don't save, and I just close this as well. Right now you have already seen what is going to happen in this VBA, the entire code. So I simply run this quickly and let us see that what is going to happen now. So we will have the document, we will have the data pasted, and I quickly go and press F8 and it is selected. Now you can see this plus sign is coming and it's going to auto fit it, right? It is, I think, done. You can see that it is done. Now this document is new document which we have opened, so I'm just going to save it in D drive with the name of my sheet. The sheet name is A, so this should save as a.doc. You can see here, guys, wonderful. Now what we would like to do is we would like to close this document. So I simply say that please close this document as well, right? So save the changes. Yes, I want to save the changes. So now what is going to happen, this should close it. So let me run this F8. You see that the document is closed. Now there is no need to increment the var because we are doing the different approach. Now we are going to select the another sheet. So now if I just select the Excel file, guys, now you see that it is going to select the B sheet. Now once I have the B sheet selected, now what is going to happen, look at this. It is going to again capture the selection, range is going to be copied, and this document is going to be pasted. Now this is what I was talking about. You see that this line gives the error, the object invoked has disconnected from its client, automation error. What do you mean by that? Now guys, there is no Word document. We don't have a Word document here. because you remember we closed it out. So how it is going to paste the data? This is the important part. So that means that if you were working on a worksheet, this code would have worked, very nicely. And this is what I talked in my previous video, because there we only had one sheet. But now here we need to create every time a new document, because this document does not hold anything. This is just a blank document with having a no ribbon highlighting, right? This is not the document. I mean, this is just the layout. So what you need to do is every time when you copy the data, when you copy this range, you know what you need to do, or you can say that when you come to this range, when you run this loop, what should happen, you should be able to create a new document. So this line which you have added here in the beginning, just cut this line, because when you write anything outside the loop, it is not going to execute every time, but here we need that, right? So here what I'm going to do is, once the data is copied, I simply say that add the document, add that MS Word document, and then paste the data there. I think this is going to work. So what we will do, I will simply put the breakcode here and I will just run the line. Let me quickly run this. So I'll put the breakcode here as well. Let me press F5. There we go. Now let us see if we are able to do that. So you see that, so I'm on this sheet now. So I just go and select the sheet, get the sheet name. You can see that I have got the sheet A, which is the sheet A, the first sheet of my Excel. Then the range is copied, and now let's see. Now you see that, guys, wonderful. The document is added, the range should be pasted here, and now we're gonna auto fit this. This is auto fit. I go and save this and I close this, and you see that it is closed. Now let's go for the next sheet. What is the next sheet now? It is sheet A. Let me run this first of all. Now it is B, so it means that it has selected the B sheet. You can see here, right? So again I go and run this. The data should be copied, and now this data which you have copied from the Excel, which is your my range, where it is going to paste, obviously before it get pasted we are going to add the document, and there we go. So this is how, guys, it is actually going to work now. So now you have the range, we are going to paste the range. Now look at this, we have pasted the range. It is going to auto fit it, and now it is going to save the file with the name called b.doc. So it is saved now. Again I'm gonna run this. Now what is the next sheet? It is sheet C. Now the selection, the copy the data. If I show you, look at this, guys. This is the the data which should get copied, right? This basically the range should get copied, right? So let's see that, and I'm seeing that it's actually not pasting this range. Let me take you to the A sheet. Let me take you to the B sheet. So I'm not sure if this is, oh yeah, this is pasted. I don't know why it was not blinking, so that made me worried. But anyways, now let's add the document. The document is added, we can see here, and let's have the range pasted there. So let us see that if we have got the correct range pasted. Well, you can see the last column is charge back, which is perfect. Remember, it excluded the credit issued because of that selection technique, right? So finally this is going to be saved. Now this is saved as c.doc, and we would like to close this, and once it is closed the loop finishes. And you can also write here, because I see the blank template here, so I think we can exit from it. So you can write here quit. MS Word actually needs to be quit. So what is the Word document, what it refers to? It refers to WD. So I'm just gonna write here that close this. So I write here close the quit actually, and let me see now if it is going to close this or not. So I just go and run this, and there we go. Perfect, guys. So finally your macro is finished, right? So this is how you can make this code, and let me pause the video and resize the entire code for you. Alright, so this is the entire code. You can have a look here. So this is all the loop part, right? And this is all the defining part, and the important lines is, there are two lines which are very important, which is that how we cleverly, wisely use these set word, set WD document, add, this dot add, and then this one, it depends upon the requirement, right? Because we needed the document every time. So if I take you to my D drive, let us see that we have got the documents. You can see here B, C and A all are created. I'll just open one to make sure that it is working. So I go and open this document. MS Word document has a name A. Perfect. This is in front of you, and let's quickly do the C as well, because there we did not copy the entire range. So I just want to make sure that it has pasted only the range which we selected, and there we go guys, right? So this is all about how you can transfer the data from the Excel sheets, and you can make sure you select the ranges before you go and run this program. So that's it for now guys. I hope you have enjoyed this series, and don't forget to watch the previous 2 videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ask your questions, write your comments, and also to like the video, because if you like the video, if you subscribe to the channel, that means that I'm on the right path, which is to make you pretty awesome in all these things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.